What's up guys, the Bobcat here and welcome back to a Let's Play of Dark Souls Prepare to Die Edition. And last time we dealt with the Gaping Dragon and the Kappa Demon. Now in the last two parts, part 5 and 6, you may have noticed that there were some desync issues with the audio. I'm hoping I corrected them well enough so that they weren't particularly noticeable. But that was the reason why they were jump cuts in those parts. But today we are going to head back to the asylum, I think. Yeah, head back to the asylum. We'll get the rusted iron ring, and then we shall head on over to down to Blighttown. Nope, that didn't work. I was hoping I wouldn't have to jump to get there, but I think I will. So let's try that again. Yeah, while we're at the asylum, we will kill the asylum demon, I think. So, a few things. I often say that, but it's just to allow me to have a tangent, I suppose. I have been watching some more Dark Souls 2 videos. I really don't want to. Oh, there's Laurentius back there. We should probably talk to him before we set out to do anything particular. Let's go talk to Laurentius. I'm also keeping an eye on the counter in the top, because when that drops to a certain level it causes the desync issues.
Well, I see you made it out. Yeah, I made it out safely too. I have my Pyromancy of the Great Swarm, so I can use them handy with a bit of care. Oh yeah, by the way, I can share my spells with you. I think you have a knack for it. All you need are the materials. I'll be pleased to help you. Unless you find the magic's unsavory.
Why would we find the magic's unsavory, Laurentius?
Yeah, wonderful. I'm sure that they'll be of some use, some assistance. Here, first take this.
Pyromancies are the strongest thing in this game, in Dark Souls 1 I suppose, because they don't require any stats, just a pyromancy flame.
A flame from the Great Swamp. Now you're a fully fledged pyromancer.
It's that easy.
Why, let's get started right now.
So we could... My controller's disconnected. We could purchase some pyromancies. We'll get a fire orb. Why not? Oh, that's fireball actually. We'll pick up... Let's think. Pick up combustion as well. And we'll add a few levels to our pyromancy flame. We're not really going to be using it, but we'll put it up to +5. There we go.
Goodbye then. Come back.
Yeah, we won't really be using it, but it's nice to have. But we do need the attunement slots to be able to use it effectively. So let's get an attunement slot. Could get 2. Do we need that many? Why not? We'll get them both. Can't reinforce any weapons because we don't have the shards. Let's equip the Pyromancy Flame. Where is it? There it is. Now let's attune some magic. Fireball and combustion. So now we have pyromancies. Pyromancies are really useful. That's why the pyromancer class is one of the strongest starting classes, because it starts with a pyromancy flame and a fireballs. And they generally kill most things quite effectively. So let's head to the asylum now and not miss the jump. That'll be a good idea. Timer is going. Good. There's a slight, I wouldn't say glitch, but problem here, where when you try and get up the ramp, the 60 frames a second mod tends to make it quite difficult. There we go. Here, you can see we're kind of stuck on that little bit there. Oh, looks like we can backstep up it there. So that's okay. There are a few items up here, I think. There's one over there which we need to get, but we do need this item over here. This is the Undead Asylum F2 West Wing key, and that will allow us to get the rusted iron ring. And there's the crow which brought us here. So let's try and get back onto the stairs. Ooh, we made it. It's an easy way to do it, so we don't have to take the long way around. And as we get up here, we come to the crow's nest. Don't want to go this way because there's a big hole there. So once we get to the nest, we shall curl up like a ball. And now we wait. I'm going to take a drink while we wait. You only have to wait once in the nest, and then from then onwards the bird instantly takes you. Well, it's not a bird, actually, it's a raven. Or is it a crow? It's one of the two. I'm thinking... raven? And there's us, getting carried off. And we have arrived back at the Undead Asylum. Here we are. And there down there Snuggly the Crow. I think I mentioned her in the first part. But now we have to deal with some flame-bearing hollows. These hollows, by the way, a lot stronger than usual. Still pretty weak because the hollows, but they are generally more tough. Ooh. He got us before we could get him. Now, first things first, let's go get the ring, and then we'll deal with the boss of this area last. Oh, yeah, I think we'll do it that way, if we don't get killed by hollows. I don't know if I opened the gate over here. I think I did. I didn't. I don't think it can be opened from this side. So I think we'll have to take the long way around. We will head through here. And if we're lucky, actually, we'll get an item. Because over here, at the end of that hallway, is a Black Knight. I haven't really come across them yet. There is one at the bottom of Undead Parish, which I mentioned when we were there. But I think it's time we actually started trying to fight them. Still very dangerous opponents, and we haven't upgraded our armour really. But parryable. We do a decent amount of damage. Looks like it'll take a few hits to get through him. Just have to get the parries down. I think 2 more hits should do it. And then we will go meet with an old friend. 1 more hit. I was going for a backstab, but doesn't like we needed one. And we got a red Titanite chunk. Very useful for upgrading weapons down the fire path. Don't think I'll be doing that. I think I'll just do the physical path. But there we see a figure. Who could that be? Well, who was in that room originally? It was Oscar. Is he alive? Unfortunately not. He is now hollow. Still very dangerous. He's using the Astora straight sword and the crest shield, as well as the elite knight here. So let's put him out of his misery. Still a very dangerous opponent. His attacks do magic damage, so they do go through our shield somewhat. We'll actually be finding that weapon, hopefully, in this part. He kicked me. Come here. Don't kick me. Ooh. Shouldn't really be taking this many risks. He's only blocking with his sword. There we go. And now we have put Oscar out of his misery. And he drops for us the crest shield. And the crest shield. Shield of the Nameless Knight, likely a high-ranked Knight of Astora. This enchanted blue shield, one of the enchanted blue shields, the crest shield greatly reduces magic damage. And as you can see, it's really good against magic. I don't think it's better than the shield we've got. Our stability is higher, but then again we have upgraded the shield. The ball is back as well, so let's try not get hit by that. You can actually hit Oscar with that, if you are lucky. I think I'm getting his name right. Yeah, I think it is Oscar. However, he is referred to as the Nameless Knight. Well, by that shield description anyway. Now let's go get the rusted iron ring. I suppose... no, I won't do it just yet. I'll use it on the boss. I was going to say I'd show off some pyromancies, but we'll do them on a more dangerous opponent. Also in here there's now 2 hollows rather than the one. One with a shield. Let's use it on him. This is pyromancies. Dangerous. And this is the gate that we didn't go to last time, but it was locked. That's why we got the key from the top of the church. And here is the rusted iron ring. Let's read the description on it. That's not the right way to go. This iron ring was used to shackle the guilty. It is terribly rusted and faintly stained with blood. Those who find this strange ring to their liking will be pleased to find it easy to gain footing on poor ground such as swamps. Which is good for going through Blighttown, because Blighttown is a swamp. Now, let's head down to deal with the Asylum Demon. We could jump down. Actually, it's not the Asylum Demon, is it? It's got a different name. I forget what its name is, but we'll see it once we get down there. It's actually kind of a trap boss, I suppose, because you see the floor here. Let's kick a vase while we're here. The floor there tends to break away when you walk on it. Stray Demon, that was it. And as you can see, the Stray Demon is a lot bigger than his counterpart. We don't do much damage either. Let's use some pyromancies and not miss. Be very careful of those attacks. Looks like this might be a drawn-out fight. Thankfully we did get the pyromancies, which do help out a bit. Oh dear. Ooh, didn't want to get hit by that. It's got a small area of effect around the back. Take a swig. Oh dear. Damn it! Thankfully we've still got Estus left. There we go. Should probably upgraded them before we came down here. We should be okay though. He isn't doing much. We'll keep our distance from that attack. I don't know what type of damage it does. I think it does magic. I think we're a bit underprepared for this boss. May have to homeward burn out. We are slowly chipping away at him. Slowly we go. No need to rush. Got plenty of attacks left. We've even got some gold pine resin left, I think. No, we don't. We used it on the gaping dragon. He isn't doing his big drop attack like the Asylum Demon does. He should be doing it, but he doesn't seem to want to. Well, let's just stay away from the magic attack, rather not take huge amounts of damage. And I just hit the microphone. Two-hand our weapon as well. In fact, what we can do, hopefully we won't die. Oh no, did I put it away? Oh, I did, didn't I? I still can't see what's going on. I was hoping to have the bandit knife with me, but apparently we put it away. Do we have? Does a scimitar cause bleed? Does any weapon we have cause bleed? No. That's bad. Let's homeward burn out. That's the homeward burns. That's not what I wanted to do. This is getting a bit tense. Homeward burn, please. There it is. Use it. Yes. Probably should have rested it in the asylum. Because now we're back here. But what I wanted to get was the bandit knife. Sorry about the coughing. I was hoping we would still have it with us, because it causes bleed, and that enemy is really weak to bleed. In fact, while we're here, why don't we upgrade our Estus flasks, so we're not so woefully unprepared. As you can see, Lost Wreck has disappeared, but our bonfire maiden is still here, for the time being. Hint, she won't be there later. So let's get back to the asylum. Spent 15 minutes doing pretty much nothing, which is embarrassing. Let's get back there quickly. Yep, the priest is still here. Not really going to buy any miracles. Going to stick with our strength character. Again, we could upgrade our Pyromancy Flame a bit more from Laurentius. Or perhaps buy some more spells which are slightly stronger than Fireball and Combustion. But they did a significant amount of damage, so we'll keep the ones we've got and not miss this jump. Missed it. Damn it. I was hoping we wouldn't. This is going to be a pain. Getting back to the asylum, the most painful thing you have to do. Especially when using DS Fix. Because DS Fix makes it really difficult to jump to that specific spot anyway. Again, I'm looking forward to playing Dark Souls 2 though. It should be coming, hopefully, within 3 days from this video, or from time of recording anyway. So I'm hoping that it will, and I can actually start recording and getting some videos out. I'm hoping my computer will be able to handle it. It should be able to, but a lot of other things to deal with. Damn it! Didn't jump. Tell you what, I'll be back when we actually get to the asylum, because I'm not gonna make you guys suffer through this. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I am back at the asylum, and that took far too long to get back here. Also, I'm hoping there's no desync issues which happened during this. I suppose I can check in a minute once I've dealt with the hollows. By doing this. One. Hopefully that will make sure if honestly, mostly for my benefit, that if there is a desync issue, then I can check using that scene. So this time, let's rest at the bonfire and not jump straight down into the fight, because I don't want to have to deal with that again, because that was a pain. Anyway, let's go and fight the asylum demon. Sorry, stray demon. Damn it. He just came right out the gates with his big attack. Let's get behind him. Take a swig. And let's just start with the bandit's knife. Oh, he's doing his jumping attack. I haven't upgraded the bandit's knife at all, but it's got bleed, so we don't need to. And hopefully we can show off what bleed does. There it is, that's bleed. Ooh, sat on. Let's take off the lock and just run. Take another few swigs. Jump. Oh, damn it, he keeps catching us with it. He's been much more aggressive this time around. Let's teach him a lesson this time. Behind him. Doing his jumping attack. Oh, that shockwave. His attacks are sometimes really weird. Cut his tail. Yeah, I think I mentioned this when I picked up the bandit's knife, but this enemy, this type of enemy is really susceptible to bleed. As you can see, we're doing huge chunks of damage just by doing very little. That's a kick. Oh dear. Can't help but feel our character's a little slow. Let's not get caught by the shockwave this time. Do more bleed damage, run away. Not get caught by the shockwave. Do more damage with the bleed. I'm glad we picked up a bandit's knife. Really am. It's making this fight so much easier. It also allows me to show off what bleed does. Big chunk of damage. Let's continue chopping away at his legs. Rolling away so we don't get hit. Problems with the bleed, it's got a bar which builds up, so we have to do a bunch of consecutive attacks to actually cause bleed. And when he keeps doing those attacks, it's difficult. Okay, let's keep hacking away at him, just bleeding him out, bleeding him down. One more, 2 more bleeds I think should do it. That's one. Switch over to the fireballs. And there we go. So yeah, bleed, really useful. And that's him dealt with. And we also get a Titanite slab. That's what you need to upgrade your weapon to max level. There's a few of them you can get. I think you can get maybe 2 or 3 Titanite slabs in one playthrough. And there's also a bunch of slabs for the final levels of the other paths, which are fire, lightning, and magic. Also crystal, but I don't know what that uses. I never really used that path. Now let's parry this guy. And then we'll get that item over there. And then finally leave this damn place. Do not want to spend another 20 minutes trying to get here. Oh, we've still got time to spare. We may make it down to Blighttown. Well, the base of Blighttown anyway. Probably will go through Blighttown though, to show it off. There's also a pyromancy there, which I think we'll want. We don't necessarily need it, but it's nice to have. It's called Power Within. Oh, we got a Black Knight sword. That's really nice. Can't really use it, we need 18 dexterity. But yeah, this is it. I don't particularly like it. Let's just check out his moveset. It's got nice sweeping attacks. That thrust, quite dangerous, but as you can see, takes a long time. It takes up a lot of stamina. Two-handed. Big sweeping attack. Or vertical attack, and then more downwards attacks. We'll stick with our claymore. We may put some more points into dexterity. Just need 4 more. Maybe able to squeeze that out. It may be nice to use for a little bit. Have a bit of a variety. Let's rest at the bonfire and level up a little bit. How many can we get? Only 3. Sure. Because we've got a bunch of soul items we can burn. So we've got large soul of a nameless soldier, soul of a nameless soldier, they should be enough. That's 1,000. I don't know the scaling for each one. I think it goes something like 200, 400, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 or something like that. I really have no idea. But yeah, that should give us enough to use the Black Knight sword. So dexterity up to 18. Probably as high as we'll ever take dexterity. We'll use the Black Knight sword for a bit. It does make us fat though. Give us fat roll. How heavy is it? Ooh, it's a bit heavy. How much do these weigh? What do they give us more off? 6.9. We'll equip the gloves. I guess it's medium roll. We'll have to upgrade endurance next. It's nice to have a new weapon. I think I should be dodging and parrying some more of these attacks, because from what I've watched of Dark Souls 2 videos, the blocking doesn't seem to be as useful, early on anyway. So I feel as though we should be, well, I should be using some more of the parrying and rolling. That's the thrust, by the way. Sends him flying. So, got a few minutes left. About 5. See if we can't get back to the asylum. And, not the asylum, sorry. Get back to Firelink and get down to Blighttown. Also, don't just run up to the edge, because there isn't a cutscene this time. You actually have to get into the nest and kill it like a ball. And we'll skip the cutscene. Now, getting down is the hard part, because we don't want to go splat against the floor. Jump onto the church roof. And then we'll jump down there where that body is. We can also take its items. And hopefully get onto Blighttown. It's only a soul of Lost Undead. I think that's about 200 souls. It's still useful. Firelink is still burning. Laurentius is still here. I imagine the clerics are still here. Yep. Actually, I think I've just remembered her name. I think she is Rhea. It's either Rhea or Anastasia. I think Anastasia is the one underneath Firelink Shrine. And she is Rhea of Thurland. And this one's just Anastasia. Hey, Shrek is back. Let's talk to him.
Oh, hello. I'm considering a change of location. I have a rather pressing matter to attend to up above. That keeper has served me well, but enough with her.
We could kill him here, but we're going to leave him alive. I'd like to play out most of the storylines to their completion, or quest lines to their completion if possible. Kinda worried about the frame rate, and once it gets into Blighttown, may have to turn off that little bit of AA I put on. That's why the game doesn't look completely terrible, and why everything doesn't have a bunch of squares around the edge. Anyway, let's unlock the shortcuts. Because we have the master key, and I believe I mentioned this in an earlier part, we can actually unlock most doors. So as we go up here, this takes us to Valley of the Drakes. And because we have the master key, we could open this door. Otherwise, we would come out of there, and that's where the shortcut is. And that would bring us out from Blighttown. In fact, let's head this way first. This takes us further into the Valley of the Drakes. We can see a rickety bridge there, and over there, the corpse of a dragon. Yeah, it's a corpse of a dragon. Not worrisome at all. But it is guarding 3 items. In fact, it's not even a dragon, it's half a one. It's guarding 3 items. 2 there and 1 here. The dragon isn't dead, by the way, in case anyone's wondering. But if we're careful, we can grab this item without waking up the dragon. This should be the crest shield. Oh no, it's this Astora straight sword. We'll read its description while we're here. Straight sword of an unknown knight, likely one of Astora's superiors. And it does magic and physical. It's okay sword for starting off. Wouldn't recommend using it later game. So, let's grab this item and try not to die horribly. Go, 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 go. Oh! Phooey. Oh, we lost 2 humanities. Well, 1 actually. Hopefully we can get them back. It doesn't matter a huge amount. There's a bonfire down in Blighttown. What time are we on? Ooh, we've only got 3 minutes. Let's make it quick. It's a bit too slow on picking up the Dragon Crest shield. If we have to, we'll just have to leave those items behind. Could try and kill the dragon, but it would take a while. So, I'd rather not. Aren't we handsome? All wrinkly and shriveled. From what I can tell, the hollowing in Dark Souls 2 is even more grotesque. Oh dear. Whew. Nearly rolled off that then. That would have been bad. Never jumping down an elevator as it's moving down. Generally doesn't end well. We'll leave the elevator down as well. It's gonna... Yeah, we'll leave it down. Hopefully we won't die. Not until we get to the next bonfire anyway. Let's see if we can't get our items back. And this also gives me a chance to test something. Now, originally I was going to pick up the shield. However, again, I think I mentioned this in previous parts. I watched some videos that were 10 things you didn't know about Dark Souls. Apparently, there's 2 things down here which I certainly didn't know about. Something like it's here. But somewhere on this wall, I think it's probably further back, there is a slight ledge. Where is it? I don't know where the ledge is, but there's a ledge somewhere which can allow us to get above the dragon. We're not going to get very far, we've only got about a minute left, so let's see if we can find this ledge. Should be around here. Is it here? This looks... No, it's not. I must be missing it. Yeah. I don't know where it is then, but apparently there's a ledge which we can jump up. That can take us around the top of the dragon. Again, it was in a video I saw, so it could have been the developers were going to put it in, but never did. Unless it's a secret door. That's always a possibility. Let's hit the wall as we go past. I suppose I'm just wasting time at this point. We'll end the video shortly, so you guys don't have to suffer through this anymore. There it is. Yeah, that's poisonous, by the way. So yeah, it's the ledge. So yeah, it takes us around the top of the dragon. Right, let's throw fireballs at it. That was a very large chunk of damage. In fact, it barely does any damage. The dragon's got a lot of health. Trying to fall off as well while we're doing this. That would be problematic. And I'll end the video in a minute. There's another thing I want to go and pick up. So yeah, that's a ledge to get around the dragon. Apparently it only works one way. But around here, along this wall, there should be a cave. I think it's there. Never actually seen it myself. Again, it was in a video. This is a drake, by the way. They can shoot lightning. There it is. Humanity, we're in trouble. Oh dear. Yeah. Knew that was going to happen. Oh well. Gives us an excuse to not go there ever again. But I shall end this part here. So, I will see you all next time. As soon as we turn around. See you all next time.